Hello, my name is Dimpo, and today we are going to look at the importance of respecting diversity. How about we look at discrimination? What is discrimination? Simply put, it's the unjust treatment of a person or people based on their race, gender, class, gender identity, sexual orientation, or religion. While it would take many years of study to unpack the full scope of discrimination, its origins in history, its psychology, and more, today we will be covering the basics as best as possible. When engaging with concepts of discrimination, it is important to acknowledge that your point of view is not the only point of view. And it is even more important to acknowledge that just because others may not share your point of view, that does not make their point of view any less valid than yours. Think of how we define ourselves and how we choose to define others. By seeing others as not me, we open up ourselves to discriminatory behavior, even if we don't realize it. Prejudice is an unjustified dislike of a particular group of people or a preconceived opinion that prefers one group of people over another. Simply put, prejudice is not liking someone because they are different from you. It is important to note that prejudice doesn't actually follow reason or logic. It is the idea that just because someone or a group of people are not me, then they are worse than me. Which takes us to discrimination. Discrimination is the act of treating someone unfairly because they possess certain characteristics. Discrimination is common on a global scale. From racial segregation during apartheid to gender pay equality, where women still earn on average less than men for doing the very same job. But you can combat discrimination on a personal level. For example, don't ignore someone when they're different from you. Don't bully someone because they're different from you. Don't humiliate someone who is different from you. And don't act superior when talking about or to someone who is different from you. Showing a lack of respect for someone just because they're different from you is discrimination. One of the most obvious forms of discrimination is racism, which is the belief that one race is superior to another. A racist attributes negative qualities to an entire race or races. It is an extension of the not me prejudice. Racists identify skin color or culture as the main not me quality in others and use it to justify their dislike for another race. Prejudice, discrimination, and racism are made worse by our use of stereotypes. Stereotyping is overgeneralizing. It is putting the word all in front of a prejudiced statement. An example of a stereotype is seeing a red car speeding and then assuming all people who drive red cars speed. Stereotypes are negative references to a person's identity and are harmful and hurtful. What's worse, stereotypes prevent us from getting to know one another and stop us from meaningful interaction. Respect is incredibly important. By respecting those who are not you, you open yourself up to learning. The more you know about people who are not you, the more respect you will have for that person or group of people. Disrespect for diversity is ignorance. It's a lack of understanding or an unwillingness to learn. Respect for diversity shows empathy, tolerance, and a desire to learn from and engage with others. Respecting diversity is key to our own personal growth. So, whether you're talking with friends, colleagues, or strangers, remember to respect their differences, their choices, and their opinions. Through respect, we can all grow together, learn together, and thrive together.